Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, beloved teachers, staff, alumni, family and friends from around the world, welcome to the commencement of the Juan Diego Academy, Class of 2022. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank you for your presence at this momentous occasion. Over the course of 4 challenging years, the present graduating class has accomplished much. In spite of a global health crisis that seemed to prevail for more than half of our high school lives, our class has qualified at the state level in both golf and track, competed nationally in the 14-hour math modeling challenge, fought in various robotics playoff rounds, and garnered the largest class memberships in both the National Honor Society and the SHH in the history of the school. Additionally, our class of 29 students is home to 2 advanced placement scholars from the class of 2022. Shout outs to Javi and Claudio. One AP Scholar with distinction, who is myself. 3 South Texas College dual enrollment graduates. Shout out to Cassandra, Miranda, and myself. Our class will have 3 Eagle Scouts before July. Javier, Ilian, and myself. One Girl Scout Gold Award recipient. Congrats to Zoe. And a myriad of international students from as far away as Poland and France. Shout out to Frank and Carlo. However noteworthy our achievements may be, they are not what set us apart as a school. Far from being merely a community of scholars, athletes, or friends, our school and our class ultimately strive to be a family of humble servants, following the model of St. Juan Diego, the patron of our school. Over the past 4 years, our class has accumulated over 4,440 total Christian ministry hours, serving at charities like Emily's Meals, the Humanitarian Respite Center, and the Catholic Youth Renovation Project. And a side note, this year our school is sending the largest delegation of workers to Catholic Youth Renovation Project over the summer. This is not to mention the countless hours spent serving our school community in spirit days, fundraisers, and in campus ministry. Many of our graduates also stepped up as school leaders, with 9 serving in this year's student council, 3 as founding coordinators of the liturgical guilds, and 6 as officers of other student organizations. We should all marvel at the dedication of this class to the model of servant leadership. Accolades aside, we must all remember that celebrating the great moments of our high school lives is only half the reason we are here today. At the risk of leaning too much into the cliché, this commencement marks the beginning of a new epoch as much as it marks the end of the current one. Fellow graduates, current students, and staff, who will you strive to be in college and in life? We don't exactly need to know now, so don't be afraid if you don't have it all put together. Frankly, I'm not even certain if the next years will see me as a seminarian, graduate student, engineer, architect, or priest. Regardless, it is something we must constantly discern, and I invite all of you to join me in seeking out God's will for our lives. Putting a seemingly uncertain future behind, I wish to paint a uniquely Catholic picture of who we can strive to be with a few questions. Who will be the next Maximilian Kolbe, a martyr of charity who volunteered to die in place of a father in the concentration camps of World War II? Or the next Jose Sanchez del Rio, a martyr youth who refused to recant the faith, even to the point of death in the Cristero Wars? Who will be the next Thea Bowman, a servant of God who promoted the Catholicism of our country's racial minorities? Or the next Dorothy Day, an Episcopal turned anarchist turned Catholic servant of God, who fought for workers in light of Catholic social teaching, or the next Gianna Beretta Mola, a mother and pediatrician who prioritized the life of her child in utero, even to the point of losing her own life. Yes, these holy men and women are no Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, or Elon Musk. Indeed, these names won't be found in the lists of Grammy and Billboard award-winning artists, or the Academy Award-winning actors, or even in the Pontifical Yearbook. Their voices won't be heard in the recordings of great speeches, nor their portraits hung in the White House. But I'm willing to bet they'll be waiting to greet us with St. Peter at the pearly gates. The Church and the world need us to be the saints of the new millennium, as St. John Paul II so aptly put it. It will be difficult, and we may seem to be stumbling around blindly as we strive to this lofty goal. But we won't have been the first to stumble and fall. Just ask Peter Keralum, the lost Calvary of Christ, or Jesus himself. He was God, but still fell 3 times. Though I fear I may have talked too much already, I must offer some very brief recognition to people here present. To Kayla Gonzalez, a past valedictorian, thank you for being a mentor and role model, both during my freshman year and now. To Dr. Carroll, thank you for teaching me life skills during English class and for proofreading most of my important writing, including the speech. To Mr. O'Brien, thank you for being an awesome math, robotics, and religion teacher and assistant to the student council president, among other things. To Ms. Rodriguez, thank you for listening to me rant about my future, despite other people being in line to your office. To Father Greg, thank you for listening to me patiently, despite other people being in line for the confessional. To Father Joaquin, thank you for always making the effort to celebrate Mass for us here. To Mr. Luna, Ms. Carvajal, and Mr. Lin, thank you for all the chemistry and calculus help. To Mr. Bertini, I don't know where he is, thank you for being an amazing basketball coach. Thanks to Coach Garza as well. To Ms. Felix, thank you for keeping guard over the office. To Ms. Glassfer and Ms. Nevinen, thank you for promoting the faith on campus. To Ms. Bittner, thank you for making sure that our school stays in the black. And to the rest of the JDA staff, both current and former, thank you for making an impact on our campus. To my family, thank you for bringing joy into my everyday life. To my cousins, thank you for being spiritual and academic guides for almost all of my life. To Mom and Dad, thank you for raising me and being patient with me through all the stress of school. To my sister, thank you for weighing in on my worries over semantics and for being an amazing sister. And finally, to God, thank you for working through the aforementioned people. Fellow graduates, our high school journey may end here today, but we should never forget the memories we've made. Thank you all again for your presence here today, and may God bless us all.